What is up? What's going on? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday here on the Sports Jedi Network. Return to the Knicks podcast. The Knicks take on the Timberwolves here. But first and foremost, let's get our pleasantries. Let's say the number one salute to our Michelin chef, Chef Dan. What's up, Chef?
Salute to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us on another edition of the Return to the Knicks Watch Along, courtesy of the BX Sports Jedi podcast. That's right.
That's right. We got Jack City, a real Knicks fan, is in the chat. Salute to him. Mr. Tim Smith, always good to see you. Mr. Donnell Davis. Yes, it is an old school Monday. Jarvis LaFleur in the building. Jarvis, salute. And Chris the Flash, one of the most quickest man on the podcast. Salute, Mr. Chris. Salute. Wow. Our New York Knicks take on these Minnesota Timberwolves, who has an impressive start themselves. They're 9-3 to start this early part of the season, and they're undefeated at home. While the Knicks are on the road here, coming off of an impressive back-to-back wire-to-wire victory. Now, this one here, good news. Quentin Grimes is back in the starting lineup. So the Knicks starting lineup is back, all one healthy, and hopefully they could continue with the good shooting with the one and only, the big ragu, Dante DiVincenzo, who's been very impressive.
I waited for this. And now that it happened, I can finally say it. Yeah, he's coming along. This is the type of player that stays on the roster no matter what. This is a guy the only time it makes sense to, and it doesn't even make sense to include him in a trade package for a star, because this guy is the guy you pair up with the star. He's the guy that plays tough defense just like a Grimes does. He's a guy that goes off the bounce and just able to give you a lot of things just like a Grime does. And but most importantly, man, that rebounding, that 3-point shooting, all these things that he's giving us, it helped add on to a beautiful victory we had last time we were here. Him and Brunson, man. Him and Brunson, which, by the way, I got to get this out the way. Salutations and congratulations to Jalen Brunson on winning Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Absolutely. I saw that there. I wanted to bring that up as well. Good job there. It's funny because if he wins Player of the Week this week, next week, if Randall continues to get those assist games, he could be in consideration of Eastern Conference Player, because for those numbers that Julius Randle is giving with the almost near triple double, that's impressive as well. So it won't be surprised if the Knicks actually go back to back on Eastern Conference Player of the Week. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
what a good time right now. I know it's early, but damn, at least something to smile about.
What a time to be alive, right, Jedi?
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time. Absolutely, indeed. So we got a few minutes here. We got Anthony Edwards, of course. You know he has the words of rivalry with R.J. Barrett and this Knicks team. You know, a lot of words of a lot of rivalry words. Hopefully, we could back it up for the Knicks here. Let's go. Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brunson, indeed.
You didn't even have to say it, but you knew it. I came in with the number 9 jersey as always, but I'm all black because we about business tonight.
Indeed. This is a good one. If they could get this game here, they have a few days off. You know, for the Thanksgiving holiday, they won't play until Friday against the Miami Heat, and that's going to be a tournament game on Madison Square Garden. The first tournament game at the Garden. As we say, good evening to our number 1 draft pick in the building, Mr. Johnny Davis. Salute, Johnny Davis.
Salute, Johnny. Johnny, how you doing, brother?
Yes, Julius seems to be buying an early part as a team concept, because when he plays buying in like that, he's got talent now that he could trust. You know, this is also third year or for some players, third year in a row with Julius Randle, like the Quickleys, and second year with Brunson. Julius has to start now trusting, knows that he has a better team around him of shooters. Where now with Dante DiVincenzo, he quickly can hit the three at any time. The way they're spreading the ball, you could see that Julius' early part is making a conscious effort to get the assist numbers up, and that's what we saw in the We Here season. You know, the assist numbers near triple double. Now, if he could give us that there with some better shooting, you never know with this Knicks team. It's going to be a fun. But anyway, it's going to be a fun season if these numbers and the way they play continues to go. And of course, Jarvis, you said it right on point. You took the words right on the mouth. How about the play of Mitchell Robinson? Third all time in offensive rebounding on the Knicks chart. You know, he's got just Ewing and Oakley ahead of him. And my goodness, when you're in the conversation with that, and he's only in year 5 or 6, that's a big accomplishment for that young man, for Big Mitch, the Cookie Monster. Got to give him his flowers.
Yeah, absolutely right. Year 6 for Mitch, and he's already setting records that, setting franchise records that most people didn't think he was able to do, or even think he was going to have the time span to do so, while being a New York Knicks. So it's a beautiful thing to see. Mitchell Robinson, he's given us everything he can, not only just offensive rebounding wise, but you see it. He is demanding bodies from the defense at all times, making it just a tougher game for the opponent overall.
And to think he was a second round pick, and I know RJ's the first rounder to re-sign with the team, but that's actually their first draft pick that actually re-signed since Charlie Ward is Mitchell Robinson. I know he was a second round pick, but still, those are accolades that Mitchell Robinson and barriers that or gold, whatever you want to call it, that he set for the organization and the way the turnaround of this team. Right now this has been the best 4 years of despite them not make the playoff that year in between, but this has been the best 4-year sequence that we had since early 2000s for the Knicks organization. I mean, it says I know the bar is low, but damn, it's something.
It is. But it also speaks to just. It really just speaks to just the consistency that Mitch has been coming into the building with. It just goes to show that his mindset, what it was in the carousel of coaches, as we can say. Knicks going through as many coaches as they have, but he was still a consistent guy who we saw, whether it be this coach or that coach. It's like, hey man, Mitch just needs a chance. Give him a chance to get in the starting lineup, and we'll see things blossom. And now I feel it, man. He's lined up with the perfect coach to help him do things the way he can and be appreciated, because we know Tom Thibodeau. His defense doesn't work unless you have a very stout center. And Knicks are like very high up in the defensive rating. That lets you know how effective Mitch is being for the team.
And the way he's developing Mitchell Robinson under Tom Thibodeau, you could tell Thibodeau develops the centers, not your traditional, the traditional 280-pound plus centers that goes in there and they just clog up the lane, and they grout. They're big guys that just pound. This is like another, and I'm not saying he plays like Joakim Noah, but another Joakim Noah development with Mitchell Robinson. So this is another center where, doing some wonderful things and under Tom Thibodeau's system that fits the right player. They brought in the right coach for the development of Mitchell Robinson. Now it's Robinson to take a step up, to move going, and he continues to excel, not just in Tom Thibodeau's system, but in the game of basketball. Possibly going to be named to a Team USA to work out, so it's good to see that there. What's going on, Bryce Frank?
Salute to you, Bryce Frank. We'll talk about that another time, but as you were saying with Mitchell Robinson,
the development of him and the way Coach Thibodeau, definitely, we'll keep an eye on that there, Mr. Frank there. But the development of Mitchell Robinson is just continues to get better and better, and the young man has to now, whatever he learned, whatever he could work, and all the hard work he put in, just take the next step. And I think he's able to do that. We've seen that. I know we get frustrated at times that we want to see him with the basketball underneath, down low, and to go and scoring, but that's not really what the game is called for him. But he'll get his time.
Absolutely right. I mean, but while the numbers aren't showing, that it's going to come to a point where, late in the season, someone's going to be putting up some type of numbers, and then they're going to just go to Mitchell Robinson and be like, hey, he may be putting up numbers now in this short stint, but I'm letting you know right now, he's not he's not been doing what Mitchell Robinson's been doing consistently. I'll be right back, Jedi.
That's right. That's no problem. We're about to start off. Get your snacks. Get yourself ready. Oh, Monday Night Raw is about to kick off too. We missed doing the wrestling, but with basketball right now, let's take a little president. No, right now, Jarvis, no need to. Right now, we need to hold off, not to overreact, to upset the apple cart. I know we don't have a Jokic on this team, but Denver was patient, and they became world champs. I don't know, the Knicks don't got that Jokic guy that transcends in the NBA MVP, but they're playing like that. They're playing together as a collected unit, and we saw last year's finals. The best team concept won the championship. I think that's what the Knicks organization and brass are banking on. Is there going to be an upgrade? I think so, but I don't think the Knicks are going to run or jeopardize the chemistry or the trajectory of the team just to make a move, Unless if something falls on their lap that they just, they get a Godfather's proposal, an offer they can't refuse for a player, then that will get exploited. But I don't know. I think they're going to stay kind of a little bit pat. They might add maybe something for depth. Who knows? Yeah, Liam, we saw that comment, but right now we're doing a little basketball. Unfortunately, we'll get to the wrestling tomorrow for the NXT, but we'll keep the comments there. We'll reply. We won't highlight it tonight because it's the basketball program, but we'll read it and I'll answer in the comments for you guys. That definitely.
You were saying something in regards to the Minnesota Timberwolves just now.
Well, they're 8-2. 9-3, excuse me. 9-3. They're undefeated at home. To watch their three-headed monster there with Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Edwards kind of making it work right now, the new head coach. To see them striving, their bench is what I want to see tonight. How they match up the Knicks bench. I think they have a really good bench. From I remember from last season. I want to see what they do here tonight. One thing that worries me as a Knicks fan, watching, is the height of the Minnesota Timberwolves here with Karl Anthony Towns, with Rudy Gobert. You know, and their depth. If will they be a little, because right now the Knicks are shooting phenomenal. They're shooting over 40+% from 3-point land in this nice run that they have here the last 5 games. I enjoy when I'm watching the shoot. We were so frustrated, and I think that was our demise last season of why we lost in the second round. The inability of shooting the 3 ball over 34%. And now that we have shooters, man, that gets it even more exciting. But when it comes to shooting, it could go hot and cold at times. So we'll see.
You're absolutely right. It can go hot and cold, but I think it's up to the Knicks right now to find a steady form of offense that does work. We're seeing like they're kind of having it to where they hit threes early. Then as the game starts to get into the second, third, and fourth quarter, you see certain guys attacking. You see Julius establishes his rhythm in the third. You see quickly establishing his rhythm in the fourth. So guys are starting to, build a rhythm and a continuity of the way they attack. This team does provide a different challenge. You're absolutely right as far as in the height section. But what I can't get away from is the fact that they still had to get a guy in Gobert because they didn't trust Karl Anthony Towns' defense. So if you can exploit that, then that'll be helpful in the key to just securing a victory tonight.
And yes, and salute to Age and Argo. That is a game that will get RJ Barrett a little more refocused or reactivated. They have a word of words with Anthony Edwards. That's fun there for these in there. And also, Jarvis, I've been saying that the Magics are not using Jonathan Isaac properly there. He's getting frustrated with his role in Orlando. That's a player I would love for the Knicks to get off the bench as a backup power forward. Jonathan Isaac on the Tom Thibodeau, working with a Mitchell Robinson. Isaac is a prolific shot blocker, rebounder who could score, before injury, and he just wants to get on the floor, and he's not getting They're keeping him with bubble wrap when it comes to Orlando Magic's here, and he's frustrated here in Orlando. That's a trade. If they were going to move from Fournier, that's the kind of player you want to move Fournier for, or Jonathan Isaac. But I think a lot of folks want to hold Fournier's contract for that upgrade and superstar, but it might not happen. So maybe they might. Those are kind of a move that will help solidify the team in depth. In case Randall goes down. I'm not saying Isaac is going to fill Randall's shoes, no. But he is a Tom Thibodeau. He could be a Tom. He could be. I'm not saying he is, but he could be a Tom Thibodeau type of player that gets unlocked to go and play like a Mitchell Robinson, but at the power forward position. That's an interesting name to keep an eye on there. I Love Pie, what's going on? As they're introducing the hometown Timberwolves. We're about almost a few seconds before the tip-off. So for those that are watching us for the very first time here, salute to everyone on the Twitter app, Trivia, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook group, Facebook pages. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Of course, here on the YouTube channel, we do the play-by-play and the watch-along. We have a scoreboard. We do the watch-along, the play-by-play. We occasionally play some music. Today is Old School Monday, so we'll have a little old school music in the old repertoire. As we say, good evening, Mr. Vernon. Salute, Mr. Vernon. We have a Knick fan in the chat. Salute to you and Knick brethren. Hope you're doing well. And ball don't lie. Yes, indeed. Move the ball. Defend it. Let's go. Yes, Orlando is loaded with a lot of lottery talent, and there's no room for Jonathan Isaac, Vernon. That's why it's a good opportunity to call them and see what's it going to take. If it's going to take you can move around Fournier. I know Fournier has some good times in Orlando. He really loved his time here when he played here, but I don't know if that's going to be something that they want. All right, we're almost a few seconds. Let's bring in that scoreboard. There, remember the scoreboard is always a couple of seconds ahead of us. We playing against the Minnesota A-Rods. We got the starting lineup is Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards, and Mike Conley. That is the five. For the Knicks is the first starting five with Grimes back in the lineup. Barrett, Randall, Robinson, Grimes, and Jalen Brunson. And now we're ready. We're almost ready for the tip-off. Let's get a little MSG feel to the stream, and then we'll go right into the old school tunes. Let's go. Don't forget to hit that like button. We really need you guys. We need the support of the like button. We need you to just slide over, hit the thumbs up. The like button, please, helps the program. You guys are doing a phenomenal job with the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that like button. And absolutely, defense, defense, defense. Let's go. All right, they're showing eyebrows there. Mr. Eyebrows himself, Wally Zorbiak, Mr. Caterpillars. Let's get ready. Let's go. Yes, indeed, Mr. Darnell Davis. We're getting ready to rumble. We're just a few seconds before tip-off now. Do not sleep on Conley. Quiet assassin. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go, Knicks fans. All right, we're about to tip off. And we're about to play. And don't forget, you got to play at your own risk. Let's go. Old School Monday. Let's go. That's for you, Mr. Darnell Davis. As the Knicks win the tip, let's do this. Knicks have it here. Here's Randall. Back over to Grimes. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson. Top of the screen. Brunson driving. Baseline jumper. And it's good. He knocks it down. Jalen Brunson. Let's go. Knicks up 2-0. Gobert. Gobert. Putting it on the floor. Gives it to Conley now. Conley now thought about the three. Kicks it out to Karl Anthony Towns. Trying to get into there, and good defended there by Mitchell Robinson. That's a turnover by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's R.J. Barrett now. Barrett has a mismatch on Conley. Barrett now backing in. Barrett, he got a lot of contact, and they're going to say last touch by Barrett. Conley got away with a little foul there. All right, so 2-0. Conley will bring the basketball up. They're going from left to right. Gobert. McDaniels to Towns. Now back to Towns. Towns kicks it to Gobert. Gobert with the mismatch and give an assist there to Karl Anthony Towns. He was, instead of forcing it up, he saw the mismatch to Gobert. The game is even at 2. Grimes back to Brunson. Brunson, game player of the week, goes up and misses the layup. Last out of bounds, and it will be Knicks ball, I think. No, Minnesota's ball. There you go. The chat's liking it. Little flashback there. There you go. McDaniels. Karl Anthony. Edwards. So Grimes picked up his first foul. All right, so side out of bounce. Edwards. Give and go. Edwards gets it back. Edwards driving. Stops. He loses the basketball. Kicks it to Towns. He swings it to Conley. 4-3. Wide open. And Conley hits the 3 ball. Just like you said, do not sleep on Conley. He hits the 3 ball. So Minnesota with a 3-point lead. Here's Randall. Randall, top of the key. And it's good. 3-pointer. Julius Randall. We're all even at 5. First 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Conley driving. Good job by Brunson to deny him as the ball gets out of his hands to Edwards. Edwards tried to go off the glass and he got it. So too easy there. He throws it off the glass. 7-5. Randall, top of the key. Randall now. Step back. Jumper. Mid-range. No good. Rebound by McDaniels. McDaniels now. McDaniels Elbow jumper from the side, and he got it. He went coast to coast there. He connects. So Minnesota looking good there offensively. They're 4 for 4 on their four shots. Here's Barrett. Barrett with the screen. Barrett now with the snake dribble. Barrett gets inside with the floater. No good. And they're going to say loose ball foul on Gobert. So Mitchell Robinson hits the ground. Gobert gets called for a push-off. As Mr. Worldwide West is underneath the basket eating popcorn. He's watching along. Here's Mitchell Robinson putting it on the floor. Mitchell Robinson with a dunk. Woo! What a move, Mitch. He told Rudy Gobert, play that at your own risk. Here comes Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, good hand there by RJ Barrett. He knocks it out of bounds. Mitchell Robinson putting it on the floor with the crossover. Look at that. Conley would inbound the ball. Conley trying to get it in and gets it into Gobert. Gobert back to Conley. Conley now. He's going to take the three on the high screen and it misses. Last touch by Quentin Grimes could not secure it on the long rebound. Minnesota ball. That was nasty. Look like it's sour out there. That almost had a backcourt and almost turned the ball over. And good job there, McDaniels. Edwards back over to McDaniels. McDaniels driving, puts up the flutter step, and he gets the floater. So Minnesota hitting everything, throwing everything at the basket and going in. Here's Brunson back over to Grimes. Grimes picks up his dribble. Grimes back over to Randall. 15 on the shot clock. Randall jab stepping. Takes the three over of Anthony Towns. Misses. Mitchell Robinson had it in his hands and lost it. Right to Edwards. Edwards now. Now Edwards taking a burst of speed. Gets it to McDaniels. McDaniels turns it over. Out of bounds. So Knicks trail 11-7. And then look at Chris Finch, the head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Alright, so here's Grimes. Catch and shoot for Brunson for three, and he hits it. 3-pointer Jalen Brunson. Giving assist there for Grimes now. And the Knicks trail by 1. Let's go. Conley. Towns. From the elbow jumper, and he got it. Karl Anthony Towns hits it. So it's Knicks down by 3. Brunson with the high screen, keeps seeing his dribble. Brunson in front of his defender, pulls up jumper, and he tries to contact. Mitchell Robinson is there. Grown man, and McDaniels like he's hurt. We got a timeout. McDaniels looked like he twisted an ankle there. Ugh. The death swish. He's grabbing his ankles. Oh, he's trying to walk it off. That's good. At least he got up to walk it off. Because he went down hard, too. Ooh, I saw that. He stepped on Karl Anthony Towns' bozo feet. Man. Karl Anthony Towns looking like Shot Show Bob out there with his shoes.
That's the name I haven't heard in a long time. Sideshow Bob.
It's early agent. It's early though with the body language. It's a little early agent. It's a little bit early to get on the Randall. It's a little bit early, but it's gonna have a tough matchup that he's not gonna be able to go down low. He might get a lot of shots blocked. Yeah, the 4 games and 3 nights zone defense for the Knicks. You might be right. That's why if they get this game tonight, boy, talk about going into the Thanksgiving holiday with a nice momentum, with well-deserved rest, man. He said, "Not shot so Bob." But look at him though. Look at his feet. They look like Shot Show Bob.
Yeah, the size 20 shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right, Juju is probably nonchalant until he gets those foul calls, and then he just like, yeah. We got a timeout on the floor there. Little old school Monday. We got some old school tracks in here. Statement game if we win and then smoke the Heat on Friday. Statement, that's a notice game. Putting the NBA early on notice if that happens, agent. Because that's a tournament game and then you're coming off a hell of a good road series. Yeah, that's a notice game.
Yeah, I expect the Knicks to be a first take topic at least. If not by the middle of this week, by the end of this week.
You're right. As we coming back from commercial here. All right, so Minnesota will bring the basketball here. Conley back over to Towns. Edwards now tries to catch and shoot. And right off the bench, hits a three. Alexander Walker from downtown. Down by 4. The Knicks are. Randall now has a screen. Randall has Gobert. Randall stops, turns around, pivot, kicks it back out to Barrett. Barrett now driving. Barrett driving right hand, and Mitchell Robinson tried to keep that alive, but couldn't come up short. Here comes Minnesota. Good defense by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley now. Back over to Karl-Anthony Towns for 3. He's letting it go in and out. That was almost down. Here's Randall. Randall now bringing the basketball on Edwards. Randall now. Randall on the switch. Randall, and he got bumped, and they're going to say 3 seconds. So it'll be a technical free throw. Sasha Obama. Here's the first free throw for the Knicks here on the technical foul. And Brunson hits it. So Knicks down by 3. 16-13. But they'll have the possession here. They have a chance to tie or cut it to 1. As they inbounds here to Randall. Back over to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson now. Bounce pass to Grimes. Grimes kicks it back out to Randall. Shot clock at 3. Randall, Grimes catch and shoot 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound by Gobert. They got a good look there. But, when you're rushing with the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Edwards now driving. Edwards pull-up jumper, and that's no good. Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. He gives it to Barrett. That's the second rebound for Big Mitch. RJ now. Crossover. RJ now driving. Drive, stops, turn around. Kicks it back Grimes. Grimes back to Randall. Randall now driving. Randall lost the basketball. Thought he was contacted by Karl-Anthony. Here comes the other way. Walker back over to Conley for 3. And that's off the mark. But, in comes Anthony Edwards. Lack of boxing out there. And he comes in and flying for the putback dunk. 18-13. Timberwolves are flying. Grimes now. Brunson now. Brunson back to Grimes. Catch and shoot Grimes. And no good. Rebound by Walker. Let's go. We got to get Big Ragu up. Walker. Alexander Walker back over to Gobert. Edwards now. Edwards. Good deflected by Grimes. Knicks. Barrett behind the back. Barrett now in transition. Barrett driving. Barrett. RJ Barrett doing big man moves. And he flex big man. Flex big man. That's right. Give him a 9. I give that a 9 on that move there. Let's go. Here's Conley. Gives it to Gobert. Gobert now. Gobert lost the basketball. Stolen. Good defense by the Knicks. Here comes another turnover. Barrett. Transition. 3. And score! 3-pointer. RJ Barrett. We're all leaving at 18. Barrett is in the zone right here. You can see it in his eyes. Here's Towns. Towns driving. Towns pulls it up. And they're going to say blocking foul, counted and 1. So Towns will go for a 3-point play. It's about time that big Mangansong drives to the basket. Oh, he wants to look like he wants to shoot his threes. All right, so he's going to try to complete a 3-point play. All right, here's a chance for 3-point play. And he does 21-18. 4:30. Brunson now. Get high screen. Brunson now driving. Brunson stops. Up off the glass. And he got fouled. So he'll go to the line now for the free throws. Hart and quickly enters into the game. So you're going to have Hart, quickly, Brunson, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson. Those are the 5 on the floor for our Knickerbockers. Oh, you know what? It may not be for you, Tyler. So you don't have to be here. You could just keep it moving. We don't want to be Chat Sports. Chat Sports don't play music. We are Sports Jedi Network. So you don't have to be in the chat. So keep it moving, brother. As he hits the first free throw. That's right. Peace out. As they hit 2 free throws here. 21-20. Knicks down by 1. Here comes Edward. Puts up the jumper and he misses. Rebound by Randall. Randall now. Randall top of the key. Randall driving. Backs in now. Shot clock at 10. Randall trying to be bully ball here, but kicks it out quickly for 3. And he misses Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. Kicks it back to Randall. Mitchell Robinson, now Randall for 3. Robinson with the rebound. Again, quickly kept it alive. Ooh, the forehead's in the game. Oh, Towns drives. Wow, that was a nice move by Karl-Anthony Towns. Knicks down by 3. Here's Randall. Randall getting trapped there. But now he kicks up his dribble. Kicks it to Quickly. Quickly now. Quickly. Kicks it back to Brunson. 4 on the shot clock. Brunson, step back for 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. Here's Edwards. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Edwards got bumped there. And they're going to say offensive foul. There goes that man. Yeah, there's a lot of copycatters, Jarvis. So you know, when people get influenced and they get affected, they have to say something negative. It don't bother me. Oh, they're gonna challenge this. They just don't have to be here. Then if your comment wasn't worth, don't come here. I bet you everybody's gonna start playing music now after doing the watch alongs. The same way they took the neon from this channel. What else, Chef Dan? The background, moving background. What else?
Covering other sports.
Covering other sports. When meanwhile they're yeah, of course. That's all right. Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Hey.
We might not be the sharpest knife in the tool about shed, but we're a dangerous one.
Hey. We might not be a knife in the tool shed. We might be the blueprint.
There you go. That's a good one. I never thought that one. There you go. Later, Gators. Yeah, I want to keep going and applauding the little white boys. Go for it. When the minorities do it, y'all want to criticize it. Seriously, let's be honest. You want to take the gloves off, but meanwhile y'all all clap and go over and cheer and super chats all the white boys. I mean, meanwhile, when a bunch of brother and Hispanic, You know, that we dark folks want to do something, y'all criticize and want to tear down. Instead of supporting. That's the problem. That's why we divided. We got to be together, man. That's why the Caucasians are taking over. Sorry, guys, if you're offended, but I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody runs to put money in Macary's pocket and all the other and Cat Sports. Why? Because they're Caucasian? Why? Because we're Hispanic and a black kid ran here doing a basketball game and y'all gonna criticize? Come on, man, keep it moving, man, with that energy. It's the same thing when we were doing hockey. Everybody was getting bothered with the hockey because a Hispanic guy and a black kid is doing a hockey game. Go screw yourself, man. Y'all didn't invent the game. It's for everybody. Same thing with football. Ooh, unsuccessful challenge. So that's it. Yo, Minnesota's done with the challenges. That's a risky. You know what? I like it because it's a 50-50 stuff. Because if you get it, you get another one. If not, you out.
No, but this is also another reason why Thibodeau doesn't challenge anything early.
Yes. Yes. We're talking about cash back. That's right. Cash back, not practice. All right, here we go. Here's Brunson. 3-minute mark. We got it. 3-minute mark. Brunson has nowhere to go. DiVincenzo in the game. DiVincenzo guarded by the forehead Anderson. Here's Hart. Hart now. Hart. Back over to Quickly. Shot clock at 4. Quickly. Quickly now. Has to have to put it up. He turns around. Jumper. Hits the rim. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with the rebound. For Quickly to turn around and hit that, to throw that shot up there, I got to give him credit on that. Edwards now. Bounce pass to Reed. Nas Reed for 3. Misses. Rebound by Quickly. Now, Quickly now. Back over to Brunson. Brunson, guarded by Anderson. Now, Brunson now in front. Brunson got bumped and counted and won. Anderson can't get that forehead out of the way, man. And he just bumped Brunson. Tough, man. Yo, one more point. We're down by 1. Brunson with 10 points here. 3 of 3 from the free throw line and 3 of 6 from the field. All right, Brunson will go to the line here to try to complete the 3-point play. Try possibly to tie this game. And he does. So we're all leaving at 23. 2:15 mark. Walker bringing the basketball up. Walker. Anderson high screen. Anderson now driving. Anderson puts it off the glass. Makes it look easy there. 25-23. Under 2 minutes with Brunson with the basketball. Brunson kicks it back out. DiVincenzo to Hart. And he misses. Back tap, and we're going to say loose ball foul going the other way. Harkenstein got hit with a foul there. Loose ball foul. Where's Thibodeau? Look at Thibodeau. He's hanging on to that little island of hair.
Hey. They love it.
As they give the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns here. Guarded, and we're going to get a legal defense. Foul. Wow. So, and then the thing is, that little bit of strand of that island of hair for Thibodeau, he actually gels it. He got the hair gel. It's
a little bit enough, but he makes it look good, don't it?
Here's Reed. Nas Reed with the free throw on the technical foul there. Oh, absolutely. Towns gives it back out. Wide X3 for extra pass, and he nailed it. Yo, they're pretty decent with the passing of the football. I mean, the basketball and shooting the 3. Here's Harkenstein. Harkenstein got inside with a grown man. That's D-Ross. What's up, D-Ross? A minute. So we're in 105 here. Here's Walker. Walker to Towns. Towns dribbles. Kicks it back out. And Reed for three from the corner. Misses. Rebound by Brunson. Brunson with the rebound. Brunson ahead of steam. And that was poked away by Nas Reed, but Knicks will have it. 20 on the shot clock. Under a minute. It looks like a Teletubby. Let's go. Ooh, he looked like he walked. Let's go as they inbound the ball here. DiVincenzo. Barrett wide open for three. It's good. 3-pointer. R.J. Barrett. So Barrett with 8 points. He's 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. Guarded by Hart. Now Towns. Drives. Kicks it out. Milton. Back up. And here's Reed for three. And that misses. Rebound by Barrett. Knicks down by 1. There's going to be a 5-6 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Knicks retreat here. Quickly. Quickly top of the key. Quickly now. 7 on the shot clock. Emmanuel Quickly now driving. Stops. Kicks it to Hart. Hart now. Hart drives. Puts it up. Floor one-hander. No good. Thought he was contact here, but here's Shake Milton. Shake goes up. Puts it up. And he got fouled. So with 1.1 remaining, there's a foul. Yes. Talk to them, Brunson. Talk to them, RJ. Yes, we got to do the talk to them. We haven't seen Big Task at hand in the 2 streams now.
Nah, he was here last stream.
He was. Okay. And Shake hits the first one. 30-28. That was no foul there as he hits both free throws there. 31-28. Knicks will try to inbound it. Barrett. Hart. Nope. Won't go. Ooh. So Knicks trail here. 28-31. The Knicks. I don't know. This was a crazy one because it felt like the Knicks were a little bit outplayed, but they only down by 1 possession. Not bad. It wasn't a bad quarter.
It's not that they. What did we last face? It was the Hornets.
The Hornets. Yes.
Prior to that was Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And then prior to that was Atlanta.
Correct.
None of those teams are the caliber of team that the Minnesota Timberwolves have shown themselves to be.
Yeah, correct.
Scores 1 goal here tonight.
And they've been going toe-to-toe with them, too.
Yeah. Like, that's why it's like on the road against a really good team that's kind of trying to cement themselves to be number 1 in the West, the Western Conference of all teams. This is a good barometer to see where the Knicks are. And
they're undefeated, too, at home, by the way.
So this is a great barometer to test for the Knicks to test themselves to see where they're at amongst the elite competition. Because, I mean, you've had those bouts with the Celtics, but all those games are close. It was dangerously close.
There you go, Dan. What's cooking? Grilled chicken salad for me.
Hey, tonight I'm just heating up a grits cake and some biscuits.
Here you go. All right, we're almost there before the second quarter action. I like RJ Barrett, the way he's aggressive here.
That's what we need.
I love it.
Looks like we're about to start the second quarter here. Knicks trail by 3, 28-31. Jaden McDaniels will not return to the Timberwolves as he turned his ankle.
That sucks.
Anderson call a foul, but he misses a shot. He's heading to the line. Anderson on the line. Hits the first one. Knicks down by 4, 28-32. Misses the second one, ball don't lie. And lane violation on Hartenstein. Misses it, ball don't lie. That's Barrett with the rebound. Barrett pushing the ball here. Barrett over to Quickly. Quickly driving, kicks it out. Pass deflected out of bounds. Barrett gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein over to Hart. Hart working the dribble. Hart kicks it out. DiVincenzo for 3. That's off the mark. And Hartenstein keeps it alive. Gets it over to Quickly. Quickly corner 3. Off the mark. Edwards the rebound. Milton takes the runner, and that's good.
I would have done the same. I would have done the same mistake, Chef.
And they're built the same.
Yes.
As they get it to Hart. Hart to Quickly for 3. And that's off the mark. But Barrett keeps it alive. Oh, couldn't. But he got fouled. So Barrett's heading to the line.
Yeah, the threes are not going in just yet for the Knicks.
Barrett misses the first one. Hits the second one. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Minnesota bringing the ball up here. They're curling around. Kicks it out to Reed. Reed driving. Reed stolen by Barrett. Barrett kicks it out to Quickly. Quickly. And he got blocked. Should have been a foul. They kick it to Reed. And Reed gets an easy dunk. They get it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein and another steal. Hartenstein, bad pass to Quickly. And Milton passes to Gobert, and Gobert, easy dunk.
That should be a technical foul.
Timeout on the floor by the Knicks.
He hanged on that rim for a long time there. It should have been a technical.
Not a timeout. It's a technical. You're right.
Oh, okay.
Quickly hits the free throw. Makes it an 8-point game.
Yeah, he pulled himself up. That hang time. That warrants for technical.
Quickly gets it to Hartenstein over to Hart. Hart over to Barrett. Barrett rejects the screen, kicks it out. Hart, drive in. Hart, fall away jumper. Got it. Josh Hart for 2. Knicks down by 6. 10 minutes here left in the first half. As Anderson's driving. Anderson, tough lay, doesn't get it. Hartenstein the rebound over to Hart. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett driving, draws the foul. Barrett hits the first free throw. Barrett hits both free throws. Knicks down by 4 here. 9:45 left in the first half. As they get it to Reed in the high post, defended by Hart. Reed trying to dribble in. Reed spin around, gets the bucket off the glass. 34-40. Knicks down by 6. 9:25 here left. As Quickly has the ball. Quickly gets fouled. Barrett gets it to Hart. Hart to Hartenstein. Hartenstein over to Hart. Hart over to Quickly. Quickly drive in, takes the floater. Got it! And one! Quickly hits the free throw, completes a 3-point play. Knicks down by 3, 37-40. As Conley's driving, Conley almost lost it. Now gets it to Gobert, and Gobert gets the easy dunk. Score is 42-37. Knicks down by 5. Quickly driving, Quickly keeps the dribble alive. Quickly gets it over to Barrett. Barrett driving. Barrett floater, no good. Rebound tip. Milton has the ball. Milton lobs it up, and Gobert gets the dunk. And the foul on Barrett. Gobert misses the free throw, ball don't lie. It's Randall with the rebound. Gets it over to Quickly. Quickly bringing the ball up here. It's down by 7. It's Quickly pivots, fall away jumper. Got it. Emmanuel Quickly for 2. Cuts the deficit to 5. As Conley's working the dribble. Conley, fall away jumper, no good, but they call a foul. 8 minutes left here in the first half as Conley hits the first free throw. Knicks down by 6, 39-45. Conley hits both free throws. Quickly has the ball over to Randall. Randall working the dribble. Randall in the post. Randall bumping. Floater misses, but Mitchell Robinson able to clean it up. Knicks down by 5, 41-46. Milton has the ball. Milton working the dribble. Kicks it out to Conley. Conley misses the floater. Robinson the rebound. Gets it over to Hart. Hart kicks it ahead to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo back to Mitchell Robinson over to Hart. Hart working. Kicks it out quickly for 3. Off the mark. Fighting for the rebound. They come up with it. Reed, Euro, and he draws a foul.
Yeah, Randall's in the game now.
Reed hits the first free throw. Back to a 6-point game. It goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. As Brunson gets the inbound, coming in, gets it to Robinson, over to Randall. Randall gets a screen, Randall driving. Randall bumping, Randall lost the handle. And pass almost stolen away, and they missed it. Good defense by Brunson in transition, coming up with the ball here now. Brunson working the dribble. Brunson kicks it out to DiVincenzo for 3. DiVincenzo 3. 48-44. Knicks down by 4 here. Nikhil Walker-Alexander working the dribble. He's driving, kicks it out to Milton, and Milton loses the ball. Randall comes up with it. Randall driving, 6:30 here left. Randall blocking foul. Doesn't get the bucket, but he's heading to the line. Timeout on the floor here. Knicks down by 4, but they're making a run.
Yeah, they can't challenge that because they already lost their challenge there on Reed. Nas Reed didn't have this. He did. He had established there, but they couldn't challenge it. That would have been that's where you use your challenge and would have won that because he was stationed there, but too late. Sorry, pal. Wow. Well, they got the second half here of the second quarter here. Now they're going to go on a run. Go to halftime with the lead or down by 1.
On the road, this is the type of game where you need to finish off the half with the run.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We got a nice little timeout going on. I didn't know that HBO Max is giving live sports now.
They are? I got it. I don't ever go to it for live sports.
I rarely don't go to Max Sport no more like I used to. I mean, I did watch Blue Beetle yesterday though. I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, it's on HBO Max?
It came out on Friday and I didn't know. After we were done with the football game, I was going to go to sleep. I was so like disappointed and I said, let me stroll. And then I saw Blue Beetle. I said, ooh, I've been dying to see that movie. And I said, you know what? I almost bought it on Amazon for $20. I said, you know what? Good thing I didn't. It's on I got it for free. Well, whatever the app cost me. Yeah, that was a makeup call for Quickly. Quickly got elbowed in his nose there on that by Nas Reed. You're correct on that one. I gotta watch the Marvels because I gotta review it with Alex. I don't even know. I don't even feel like going to the theater, but it is what it is.
Sacrifices we make.
Mm-hmm.
Return back from commercial break. 6:30 here, left in the half. Randall to the line. Misses the first one. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Knicks down by 3. So Anderson's bringing the ball up for the Timberwolves. They get it to Anthony. Excuse me, as this guy misses the 3. Nikhil Walker-Alexander. Randall with the ball. They're testing his handle in the backcourt. Kick it out. DiVincenzo for 3. And that rims in and out. Fight for the rebound. Wolves come up with it. They get it to Towns. Towns over to Edwards. Edwards kicks it out to Towns. Nikhil Walker-Alexander for 3. That's off the mark. Hart the rebound. Hart gets it over to Randall. Randall to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo over to Randall. Randall working the dribble. Randall, fall away jumper, no good, but Mitchell Robinson keeps it alive. Over to DiVincenzo for 3. And that's off the mark, but Randall able to keep it alive, and they call loose ball foul against Randall.
Ooh-wee.
As Brown hits the first free throw. Knicks down by 4. Brown hits a pair of free throws. Knicks down by 5. 5:20 here left as Brunson's working the dribble. Brunson over to Randall. Randall to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gets it back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson pulls up for 3, and that's off the mark. Wolves with the rebound, bringing the ball up here. They get it to Towns. Towns driving. Towns. Tough layup by Towns. As DiVincenzo has the ball here. Knicks down by 7. They get it to Brunson. Brunson's driving. Brunson kicks it out to Randall. Randall driving now. Randall spinning. Tough lay. Got it off the glass.
Nice move.
47-52. 4:30 here left as Edwards driving. Stops. Pulls it back out. Has Hart on him. Gets it over to Towns. Towns. And pass stolen by Mitchell Robinson. Hart bringing the ball. Hart kicks it out. DiVincenzo to Randall. And Randall gets the easy lay. Knicks are working here. 49-52. Knicks down by 3. 4:10 here left in the first half. As Alexander gets it to Brown. Brown stops. Now back to Alexander. Alexander gets a screen. Alexander over to Anderson. Anderson fouled, but the bucket doesn't go.
That's Mitch putting his hands in the passing lane there. As they show the replay there.
As he misses the first one, ball don't lie. Barrett back in the game. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Knicks down by 4 as Brunson's bringing the ball up here. Randall with the ball now. Randall spinning, kicks it out. Pass almost stolen, but DiVincenzo comes up with it. DiVincenzo kicks it out. Brunson, sidestep 3. Got it! 52-53. Knicks down by 1 here. As Edwards gets it to Anderson. Anderson to Alexander for 3. That's off the mark. Randall the rebound. Randall bringing the ball up here. Randall gets it to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo working around the Randall screen. Gets it back to Randall now. Randall at the high post. Double team coming. Randall. And over to Barrett. And Barrett couldn't get it. Robinson can't get it in there either. 2:55 here left as Edwards has the ball. Step back for 3. That's off the mark. Barrett the rebound. Barrett over to DiVincenzo. Pulls up for 3. And that's in and out. As Edwards has the ball. Edwards working around the screen. Edwards bumping. Pivots. Fall away jumper. No good. Randall the rebound. Randall. Spinning, Randall driving, Randall got the bucket. Knicks up by 1 here, 54-53. As the Wolves are just passing it around here. Anderson with the ball over to Edwards. Now back to Brown Jr. Brown Jr. is driving, kicks it to Anderson. Anderson spinning, easy leg. Yeah, that was just a move by Anderson. I don't know what else to say, Kev. You'll see it as Brunson calls timeout.
Oh, yeah. We got a timeout slow-mo.
I mean, this is a good place you want to be. Sorry, but against the number 1 team in the West, on the road, about to close out the half with a single-digit deficit, this is kind of where you want to be.
Oh, absolutely. They're not turning. The thing is, they're not turning the basketball over. They're not beating themselves. Yeah, that forehead layup was in slow motion. Yeah. You could land a plane on that head.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta get that song. Let's get down to business.
Is this Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
man,
sir.
Did you hear the good news?
He stopped smoking.
No, he stopped smoking with the grills, like the grills. He doesn't want any more smoke on his grills. He's never given up the Mary Jane.
Ooh, wee.
They're showing Wally Zerbiak's highlights with the Timberwolves.
Look at those eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. Man, give me a razor. I'll fix those damn eyebrows up. They bother me. I don't like bushy eyebrows.
Yeah.
He looks like the little Wav Scott. He looks like a hairy ass wolf.
He does. He looks like Teen Wolf. It's as Brunson has the ball here. Brunson floater, no good. But he gets his own rebound, fighting for it. And Wolves come up with it. Knicks down by 1 as they get it to Edwards. Edwards gets a screen, pulls up for 3, and that's off the mark. Barrett the rebound. 1:20 here left as Barrett working the dribble, stops, pull up mid-range, off the mark. Edwards the rebound. They get it to Brown Jr. Brown, and Conley's able to hit the 3 and the drought. Knicks down by 4 here. Minute left in the quarter. As Brunson gets it over to Barrett. Barrett to Randall now. Randall to Robinson. Robinson back to Randall. Randall pulls it back out and has Gobert on him. Step back for 3. Off the mark. Rims in and out. As Edwards with the rebound, bringing the ball up. 40 seconds left here. Gets it to Towns. Towns jab steps. Towns drive in. Towns, that should have been a freaking travel. As Grimes with the rebound over to Randall. Randall drive in. Gets the dunk! 56 to 58. 1 second difference between game clock, shot clock for the Timberwolves here. Conley has the ball. Conley gets it back from Gobert. Conley over to Edwards. Edwards back to Conley. Conley fakes it. Now takes the 3. Off the mark. Randall the rebound. And Randall couldn't get it off in time. So that ends the half. Knicks down by 2, 58 to 56.
You take it on the road. Down by 2. Playing well. Not turning the basketball over.
I'm sorry. I got to cut you off. I'm going to keep saying this
again. No, that's fine.
Against the number 1 team in the West, you take this. And I'm not saying you get complacent, but you go, hey, all right, this is where they got us right now, but this isn't where the game ends. We know we're in there with them. And that's the most you can ask for. As I'll read off some of these stats at the half, Knicks right now with 26 rebounds, the Timberwolves with 21. Knicks have 10 assists, the Wolves have 16. Knicks have 6 steals, the Wolves have 3. Knicks are shooting 38% from the field, the Wolves are shooting 54%. Knicks are shooting 27% from 3, the Wolves are shooting 25. Knicks are shooting 83% from the free throw line, while the Wolves are shooting 80. Biggest thing as well, Knicks have 3 turnovers, the Wolves have 8. Points in the paint, Knicks are losing that battle 28 to 22. Now going over our leading scorer for tonight, Jalen Brunson, 14 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Following him, Julius Randle, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Following him, RJ Barrett, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Then it's spread out. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Emmanuel Quickly, 6 points, 1 rebound. Dante DiVincenzo with 3 points, 3 assists. Grimes with an assist and a rebound. Hart with 2 points. Hartenstein with 2 points and 1 rebound. Just spread out.
That's what you want. You want that balanced attack, because they can't key in and zone in on just one player. They have to pick their poison. I love it. It's all right. Let's give the halftime program up. Let me go get it. And then we'll go halftime, and then we'll come right back. We'll get some water and drinks and refill our drinks, and let's go. Let me find it. Where are you? All right, we're going to get a halftime program coming up. We'll be back. We'll do a little bit of halftime break. Give us a chance to get some water. We are back from the halftime. Salute to everyone. We are back. Yes, make sure our microphone is on and everything. Knicks trail here, 58-56, down by 2. Not bad. Very good game there. Shiftan will join me in a second here. He read all of the stats there. What I like about the Knicks, they're not turning the basketball over. You know, something that we used to see before Brunson got here, a lot of turnovers. Thank God we got ourselves a point guard. I mean, my goodness, him and Quickly, this team takes care of the basketball. They don't turn the basketball over. They don't pretty much defeat themselves. They play within their means, and man, I love it. Mitchell Robinson putting his hands in that passing lane. The defense has been good. Of course, even though Minnesota has 28 points in the paint, but still, I like what they're doing. I like what the Knicks are doing here on the road. This is it's the third game in 4 nights. Not bad. Very good against the number 1 team in the West right now, statistically wise and by standing wise, and they are undefeated at home. So Knicks are trying to do something, give the Minnesota Timberwolves their first loss of the season on the road. So buckle up. It's gonna be a fun second half that we're ready to go, ready to rumble, like Mr. Darnell Davis says. We're ready to rumble, ready to go. I'm excited. Hope you guys get your refill and strap in, get the popcorn ready. Although if you're Randall's, keep your hands out of the popcorn. We don't want no butter, all that greasy butter on your fingers we don't want you to turn the ball over. All right. Let's put some more. We got some. Remember, it is a little throwback Monday a little bit, but we're going to change a little bit of the tunes here as we wait, as the teams are getting ready to warm up. Let's bring back the ticker in. And I'll change that in a minute. All right. As teams begin their warm-ups for the second half here. Tomorrow, I believe we might do the NXT watch along, and then we'll have Wednesday, Thursday off, and back on Friday with double or even triple stream. I don't know depending on who's available. We got the Black Friday game, Jets, Miami Dolphins, the Knicks, Miami Heat tournament game, and we probably have to get WWE SmackDown going as well. Knicks look tired, and the Timberwolves look confused. I mean, that's a tale of two different tales there, Agent. Who is going to have the intestinal fortitude to overcome that? Will the Knicks get enthusiastic in the second half and suck it up and finds out what the conditioning they are on the road, or will the Minnesota Timberwolves correct themselves? That is the question. That is the storyline going into the second half here. So we're almost ready to start the third quarter. Now, I haven't played this one. I don't know what it sounds like, so I might change it in the middle of the song selection here. Let's get going. I don't hear anything. Maybe that's a dud. All right, as we start the third quarter here, they inbound the ball. Conley. Let's go right back to this one here. And it's a shot. That's Anthony Edwards from the elbow. So it's a 4-point game here as we start. Brunson. Barrett, and that was deflected. It'll be Nick Ball. He thought he knocked it off of Barrett's leg, but no. Brunson. It's time for the Bond Squad. We owe the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson stops. Brunson, turn around. Jumper, and in and out. Fight for the rebound. Picks up by Conley. Conley kicks it out. Ahead. Back. Anthony Towns for 3. Lets it go, and he hits it. So, just like that, 5 quick points. The lead increases to 7. Brunson, Barrett. So that's a dangerous part. You can't have Minnesota get on a roll here. They score the first 5. He kicks it out. Barrett answers for 3. And that's way off. That's an air ball. Edwards now. Edwards driving. Edward contact, and he will go to the line. So 2-shot foul here as Quentin Grimes picks up a foul. He makes the free throw here, 64-56. Okay, Anthony Edwards about to take a second free throw, and he goes 2 of 2 from the line. It is 65-56. As Brunson will bring the basketball up. Brunson, that was a kickball. Knicks would inbound it. Grimes inbounds it to Mitchell Robinson. Now he hands it off to Barrett. Barrett thought about the 3. Barrett driving. Barrett tries to feed. And that is a turnover. So just as we were praising them, they come out a little bit sluggish or sloppy here to start halftime. A minute and a half gone by. Conley. Edwards top of the key. Edwards from the circle, and he got it. Anthony Edwards. And Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. And just like that, 90 seconds in, it is a 9-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
11.
Oh, it's an 11. Excuse me. It said 9. That says 11. All right. They're missing some shots. Also, the Minnesota Timberwolves came out fast there. Edwards, then they got Karl-Anthony Towns for the 3 ball. This team could shoot.
Knicks have got to find some continuity on the offensive end.
Yes. All right, we have a timeout on the floor. Tom Thibodeau calls a much-needed timeout. Chef.
Yeah. What's up?
No, I'm looking at this commercial. You probably not. It's the Gillette commercial with the guy that they use.
Nah.
Yeah. The Gillette. Monday Blues, baby.
I'm not saying I'm not a fan of the Knicks, but you and I, Jedi, you and I both know there's another product we would be happily be watching as well right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not. Look, it's just early in the season, so we respect the season. But man, oh man, there's something else that we watch that technically doesn't have an off season.
No, and there's a lot of news and notes and stuff. I feel bad for the guys that came earlier that wanted to bring some news and notes, but we're doing basketball. I mean,
hey.
All right, it's Brunson as we come off the timeout. Brunson will bring the basketball. Here's Barrett. Barrett spins. Kicks the extra pass. Randall for 3. And that's in and out. Misses. Gobert. Now Anthony Edwards. Edwards now. Edwards. Jumper off the glass. No good. Gobert gets the offensive rebound. Gobert now goes up strong off the glass and he lays it on. 69-56. 11-0 run. Down by 13 on the Knicks. Knicks got to find something here to get some basket and just keep it simple now. Oh. Gobert try to go for the steal. Randall. Barrett now behind the back. Barrett driving. Barrett to Fitz. Good job by Barrett feeding Mitchell Robinson for the dunk. Good ball movement there for the Knicks. So 11 assists for the Knicks. 69-58. Oh, Karl Anthony Towns. But he misses that one. Gobert got fouled. Gobert will go to the line here, waiting for him to shoot the free throw. He hits it. 70-58. Not a good free throw shooter is Gobert. I'm surprised he hit that one. All right, the Gobert trying to go 2-2 from the line. And he misses. Rebound by the Knicks. There you go. Boy, don't lie. Chef Dan said it. And that's the bottom line. Here's Brunson. Brunson got fouled. We got whistles. And they going the other way now. What was... Barrett gets called for a foul. Barrett with his 4th foul. Puzzling. Edwards. Towns. Back over to Edwards. Edwards now. Kicks it back to Towns. Towns now driving. Towns going in. Blocked by Mitchell Robinson. Get that crap out of here. Here comes Randall. Randall now. Randall driving. Randall. But no, kicks it out. Barrett for 3. And that's good. 3-pointer. R.J. Barrett. So defense leading into some transition threes. 70-61. Give Randall an assist there. Walker brings the basketball. Walker gets Edwards. Edwards now driving. Edwards going strong to the basket. And I'm going to say blocking foul counted and 1. Anthony Edwards becoming of an issue there for Quentin Grimes. Tough assignment for Grimes coming back off the wrist injury.
Yeah.
Complete the 3-point play, 73-61. So Minnesota answers that right back after that nice 3 by the Knicks there with the 3-point play of their own. Grimes now look at him being harassed by Conley. Got a little physical here. Here's Brunson. Brunson spinning. Brunson dancing. Brunson. Randall. 3. And that's off the mark. Mitchell Robinson had a hands on it. Still got it. Mitchell Robinson grabbed the offensive rebound. He goes down, but he lost the basketball. Boy, a lot of contact there. No call. Here's Edwards. Edwards, Euro step. Kicks it out. Conley for 3. And that is good. So Mike Conley becoming a silent assassin like Vernon said. 76-61. 15-point lead here. Largest lead of the game. So Minnesota doing what they're doing, defending them home court here in the third quarter. And we get a whistle. Conley becoming a little aggressive. Wow, now you saw that there. He's been doing that all game. So they'll inbound the basketball to Randall. Randall to Brunson. Brunson Brunson now. Brunson snake dribble, out of contact, pulls up for three, and that's good. Jalen Brunson hits the three ball. Puts up the floater. No, Gobert there to flush it down. He gets the offensive opportunity. Robinson went to help. Left Gobert there to 78-65. Look at them trying to trap to get the ball out of Brunson. But Brunson keeps a dribble. Shoots up the three. Misses. Rebound by Gobert. Here's Edwards. 6:15 mark. Edwards now. Edwards. Dribbling. Passes it. Walker now, baseline, kicks it out, drives, misses the floater, rebound by Randall. Randall some traffic. Randall now driving. Randall moving up in transition. Randall again. Randall backing in. Randall to Mitchell Robinson, blocked by Gobert, but Robinson got the ball back. Brunson, Hart, Grimes catch and shoot three, and that one misses. Fight for the loose ball. Gobert gets the rebound, and they're gonna get a loose ball foul. They called the loose ball foul to bail out because there was no one touched no one there. They're just swiping at the ball, but no one touched nothing. They just making the motions. Referee called a foul to call a foul. There was no. There's
the other part too. Is like even if you do let's say the challenge is right. Like they don't lose possession, so they should call this challenge correct. It doesn't change the possession or anything like that.
It saves the foul on Randall. That's what he's trying to do.
Exactly.
That was a dumb call there because, and I agree with Tom. No, he was swiping at the air. Yes, was he swiping? Yes, but you're supposed to call a foul if you make contact with the skin on the player, not the air. Come on.
And watch it say something like, "Oh, his intent was."
That's exactly, and that's bull. That's not what a foul is, because everything is a foul then, because you're intending to defend the player, no matter. I mean, come on. That's a bad call. They do the same thing, you know, when they're trying to do those take fouls at the end of the game to put them on the free throw line, and they don't even be touching sometimes too, and they still call it. That's what that was. A referee must have thought it was at the end of the game. I don't know if they'll overturn it because they don't want to embarrass the referee. I've got a game break, so I'll wait to see what the call is. I'm interested to see what the call is because it's so blatant that he did not touch no one there. Let's see. We'll find out in a second here. We're waiting for the commercial break here. It's still, they're looking at it a long time. I mean, I don't know what is there to look at. It's right there.
Successful.
Oh, it's successful? Okay, I didn't get. I'm listening about Caesar Palace, the Manny. Okay. All right, so Randall only has 2 fouls instead of third, but you know what? You get another challenge. Oh, what a nice move by Anthony Edwards with a beautiful spin. Off a timeout, back to 15. Edwards is becoming a pain, a problem here in the third quarter for the Knicks here. Robinson, Brunson, Hart, back to Brunson. Randall, top of the key. Randall got bumped by Naz Reid. It's not going to count because he got fouled up top. Whoa, that's a beautiful spin move by Anthony Edwards. Robinson will have a seat. Hartenstein, who had a rough first half in the game. Brunson now. Brunson, double team. Back here to back. That was Randall, actually. Randall with the floater. Tried to follow his own rebound. He gets it. Randall charged Smith Memorial, and he gets it. So he fought hard there, and he worked hard for that bucket. So Knicks now down 80-67. 13. Edwards. Edwards now. There. Look at the Knicks double teaming. Kicks it out of Walker. Back to Naz Reid. Naz Reid now putting between his legs. Kicks it out. Walker now. 4 on the shot clock from the free throw line. Misses and gets the long rebound right to Walker. Walker falls down. Gobert gets the dunk. That's how it's been going for the Knicks in this third quarter. When they play well and Minnesota just finds that last thread the needle pass to Gobert or Edwards makes a move. Here's Brunson. Hart now. Randall. Working with Naz Reid. Quickly now. Emmanuel quickly driving. Quickly stops. Kicks it out to Hart. Catch and shoot 3 for Hart. And that misses. Fight for the loose ball. Gobert comes up with it. He takes it. Here's Minnesota. 82-67. Naz Reid. Back over to Walker. Walker catch and shoot 3 and it's good. Alexander Walker hits it from downtown. 85-67. It's an 18-point deficit. Randall now. Randall against Naz Reid. Isolation now. Turning around. Kicks it at Hartenstein. A lot of people in the way. Hartenstein has to throw it up, and that was a terrible move. All ball there, they say. Here's Edwards. Edwards trying to make it 20-point. Edwards spins, and that is defended, knocked out of bounds. Minnesota ball. Forehead will come back in the game. Anderson. DiVincenzo coming in. Much needed. Need that offense. But Thibodeau still sticks at that 3-minute mark to bring in subs. Whatever. Here's Anderson. Kicks it back out to Edwards. Naz Reid. Naz Reid open for 3. Takes it and shoots it. Misses. Fight for the loose ball. Last touch by Minnesota. Knicks ball. Brown knocked it out of bounds. All right, here's Brunson. Brunson. You got the 3 Villanova Wildcats with Hartenstein, the Anvil, and Quickly out there. Here's a shot from Quickly. Quickly misses. In and out. Quickly 0 for 5. Quickly's got to hit some shots here. Here's Edwards. Edwards now. Changes in the air. Hesitation. Misses, but he gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out. Naz Reid driving. Kick, and Vincenzo got a deflection, but it will be Minnesota ball. 8 on the shot clock. Karl Anthony Towns will check back in. Edwards will have a nice breather. Edwards did a lot of heavy lifting here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is responsible why they're up 18 points. Anderson. Back over to Naz Reid. Catch and shoot 3 for Reid. And he nails it. Hartenstein has to stick with Naz Reid and has to respect. It's a 19-point lead. The 3-point shooting of Reid. Here's Quickly drawing. Quickly back over to DiVincenzo. Pass off the 3. DiVincenzo going up strong. Kicks it back out to Hart. 9 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Brunson now shaking and baking. Back over to Hart. Hart now 4-3. Hart now has to put up the floater. No good. Hartenstein kept it alive. Hart gets it. Hart gets it back. Hart, we're going to reset. DiVincenzo for 3. And that's no good. Hartenstein had it. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on Naz Reid. So it'll be 14 fouls, side out of bounds. .202 left here in the third quarter, 88-67 as DiVincenzo will inbound the ball. Devo. Here's a drive. Hartenstein, right to Hart. Hart to Quickly. 9 on the shot clock. Quickly. Jumper and in and out. No, that's it. That's been his night. In and out. Here's Anderson. Kicks it back out in transition. Anderson gets it back. Anderson backing in and cutting. And good job by the Knicks getting in the passing lane. He'll go with the transition quickly now. And he gets it. So good defense. Get at least a good transition bucket. 88-69. Under a minute and a half. Walker. Top of the key. Pull jumper. And he got it. So he's playing well. So the tertiary players around the Minnesota Timberwolves hitting some shots. Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo now. Kicks it to Hart. Hart. Gives it to Quickly. Quickly now. Quickly. Bumped. And put it up. Oh, in and out. And he cannot buy one of those. He had so many different ones in and out. A lot of toilet bowls that ringed out.
He's not the only one.
90-69 with a minute and 9. Boy, those rims are tight tonight there, at least on that side. Quickly hits the free throw. Knicks down by 20. 90-70. A minute and 1. Quickly has another free throw here. Trying to go 2-2 from the line. He hits both. So 19-point deficit. Knicks need some stops, need some turnovers, some easy buckets transition, and they need to close it out here on a nice little run here. Under a minute. A Walker. Anderson now. Catch and shoot. And he hits the 3-ball. Minnesota's hitting everything. 93-71. 22-point lead here. Hartenstein. Quickly now. Quickly's going to reset. Quickly now. Emmanuel Quickly stops. Drives. Bump. Put up the shot off the glass. He'll go to the line for some more free throws. That's Brown Jr. His foul. Even Brown coming in off the bench and hitting 3 balls. I mean, this is a pretty good team that they could catch and shoot, and they're at least very impressive third quarter for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he hits the first free throw, 93-72. And he hits it. 20-point lead for Minnesota. Anderson. And kicks it back out. 3 ball from Milton. Rebound by Harkenstein. Knicks will hold for the final possession. RJ now. RJ, 6 seconds. Barrett driving. Barrett going strong. Barrett off the glass. Harkenstein, no go. DiVincenzo, and he gets it. And then that will count at the end of the third quarter. 93-75. Knicks trail by 18. But we're going to rally in this fourth quarter. Let's put our fourth quarter video right now before we can rally. Let's go, Knicks. That fourth quarter was all Anthony Edwards.
It was a lot of that, a lot of the ball just bouncing their way. I'm not gonna lie, the ball just happened to bounce their way, and the Knicks are rattling a lot of their shots.
Yeah. Lito says he. Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
gonna say it's for. I mean, it's not been a bad night for Mitchell Robinson, but it's been a bad night for everyone else because they still don't know how to deal with Rudy Gobert.
Okay. I like Jedi. Could you see the Knicks use Brunson, Barrett, Randall, Robinson, and DiVincenzo in the fourth quarter, 4 to 8 minutes? Well, if DiVincenzo's hitting the hot, I think it all depends. If they need offense and he's had the hot hand, I could see DiVincenzo play. But I think Thibodeau likes Hart more. I think he likes Hart more on the floor. I think Hart is more of a Tom Thibodeau player because he could rebound and do those intangibles. But it all depends if he's having a hot night.
Quickly hits a deep 3 to wake things up here. 78-93. It's down by 15. As they get it to Towns working the dribble outside of the 3-point line. Now he's driving on Hartenstein. Fall away jumper, no good, but he draws the foul. And he misses the first one. Ball don't lie. So, Towns hits the free throw. It was 1 of 2 from the line. Quickly gets it to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gets it to Barrett, and Barrett bounced it off his face. He might have gotten hit, but that was a clear lane to get a dunk. ball just bounced. It just didn't bounce their way. As Towns has the ball. Towns driving, pivoting, kicks it, and that's another floater. As Quickly's working the dribble, Quickly's driving, Quickly, fall away jumper, no good. It is not his night either. 78-96. As Edwards gets it to Conley. Conley over to Edwards for 3. That's off the mark. Barrett the rebound. Barrett drives. Barrett pass just stolen. And they call a foul. Referee's been missing a lot of fouls tonight. And they had RJ Barrett got assessed with a technical foul. It is just not the Knicks' night tonight. Conley with the ball. Conley kicks it out to Towns. Towns driving. And that should have been off. Yep, offensive foul. DiVincenzo with the ball, gets it over to Randall. 10 minutes here left. As Quickly's driving, pivots. Quickly gets it over to Randall. Top of the post. Randall spinning. And now the officials are just... And they inbounded to Hartenstein. Hartenstein over to Quickly, deep 3. And that's off the mark. Milton with the ball. Milton over to Anderson. Anderson over to Edwards. Edwards. Dribbling. And pass stolen by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo over to Hart. And Hart with the dunk. Knicks down by 17 here. 9:20 left as Milton's calling the play here. Milton gets it to Towns, and Towns. And they wave off the basket. So they inbound the ball. They get it to Towns. Towns driving. Towns kicks it out. Milton misses the three-pointer. Brunson the rebound. Brunson bringing the ball up here. Brunson working the dribble. Brunson driving. Brunson couldn't get it. But DiVincenzo keeps it alive. Gets it over to Randall. Randall over to Hart. Hart fakes the 3. Now gets it over to Randall. Randall driving, puts up the jumper, draws a foul. Randall misses the first one. Randall hits the second one. Was 1 of 2 from the line. As 16-point game here. 8.5 left as Edwards gets it to Milton. Milton pulls up mid-range. They call a foul. Before the shot, as Edwards has the ball. Edwards triple team, kicks it out to Reed. Reed over to Milton. Milton driving, and they call an offensive foul. Nas Reed with the moving screen. Brunson working the dribble. Brunson, fall away jumper, got it. Knicks within 14 here. Timeout, Minnesota. 8 minutes left here.
Let's go. .805. I mean, with the modern NBA, with the 3-ball, I mean, but they got to start defending too and making some stops, which they are doing. Oh man, oh baby. RJ was a little frustrated with that foul there. I know he picked up that technical, but he was frustrated.
There's been a lot of frustrating things. I mean, it's not been going the Knicks' way, of course, but then you have the little, missed calls here and there, and it makes it feel like, every single possession is important, and it has its importance, especially coming down the stretch for the Knicks.
Wow, I forgot about there was a Monday Night Football game. Lito.
Yeah, the Chiefs beating the Eagles right now.
Wow. Wow. And they're going to be pissed if the Eagles be embarrassed. I feel sorry whoever they play next.
Yeah. They should take that frustration out on the very next opponent they see. Right?
Hells yeah. Destroy them.
Just make it bad for them. I wonder who that is.
No, I wonder too. I gotta look at the schedule.
Me too. I genuinely don't know.
It's the Bills.
Oh yeah. Voracious beatdown.
Humongous beatdown.
Make it unsightly. So, Minnesota bringing the ball up here. Under 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. As Milton kicks it out. Edwards steps, stops. Tough layup, got it. Just It was just a tough layup. They get it to Randall. Randall driving, kicks it out, Grimes for three. That's off the mark. Pass almost stolen. Edwards gets a three and knocks it down. And Edwards gets it back to 19. Brunson working around the screen. Jumper no good, but he's heading to the line. Brunson hits the first one. Brunson hits both free throws. 85-102. It's down by 17. Edwards has the ball. Edwards driving. Edwards almost loses it, gets it back. Working the dribble, pulls up for three. Air balls. Brunson bringing the ball up, working the dribble here. Brunson kicks it out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo working around the screen, lobs it up, and Mitchell Robinson able to slam it down. 87-102. Mitchell Robinson with the double-double tonight. As Milton's driving, pulls it back out. Milton over to Gobert, and Gobert got fouled on the entrance pass. Gobert heading to the line. Gobert misses the first one, ball don't lie. Misses both, ball don't lie. As Randall's bringing the ball up. Over to Grimes. Grimes over to Randall. Randall drives, and they call a blocking foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Randall hits the first free throw. Randall hits both free throws. 89-102. Under 6 minutes left here to play. And they call a foul. So Knicks are playing Hack and Go Bear.
Yeah, Thibodeau's like, come on, man, referees. That officiating crew is always the worst. That guy with the fade and from West Palm Beach.
He hits the first one. Misses the second one. Ball on line. As DiVincenzo's bringing the ball up. DiVincenzo driving. Floater. No good, but he's heading to the line.
It's a lot of those that they could have had 3-point plays, man.
DiVincenzo hits the first one. DiVincenzo hits both free throws. 91-103. It's down by 12. Edwards with the ball. Edwards gets the screen. Edwards kicks it. And Anderson gets it and the foul. Anderson hits the free throw. Back to a 15-point game. As Brunson gets it to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gets a screen, drive in, layup, no good. Foul against the Knicks.
That's a bad call.
Down to the line here. 5:18 left in the fourth. As he hits the first one, Knicks down by 16, 91-107. It's both free throws. Back up to a 17-point deficit here for the Knicks. Brunson working the dribble. Brunson's driving. Brunson stops, pops, gets the jumper. Wolves with the ball here. Edwards with the screen. Edwards step back three, no good. Brunson the rebound. They push it up to Randall. Randall driving. Randall, no good, but he's fouled. Fifth foul for Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't know why my stream is so behind.
Trust me, it's just all these streaming services.
They suck.
As Randall misses the first free throw.
That free throw was terrible. He aimed it.
That's literally what they said. He aimed it. Just let it go. And he hits the second one.
God, let it go like a fart. Let it rip.
Back to a 14-point deficit for the Knicks here. 4.5 to go. Towns for 3. Got it. And a steal and a dunk by Edwards. Knicks falling asleep, and that's it. 19-point lead.
Yeah, that pretty much almost seals it. I mean,
yeah. Brunson, DiVincenzo over to Grimes for 3. Off the mark. Randall the rebound. Randall hits the first free throw. As the Timberwolves pass it around, missed the 3. Robinson the rebound over to Randall. Randall bringing it up, 3:40 here left. Randall almost loses it, keeps it, kicks it over to Robinson, and Robinson couldn't handle it. Timberwolves come up with it, 3:30 here left. 96-113. Edwards with the ball over to Towns. Towns back to Edwards. Edwards over to Towns. Towns floater, no good, but he's heading to the line. Towns hits the first one. It's a pair of free throws. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson driving. Brunson draws a foul on Towns.
Wow, Anthony Towns fouled out.
Yep. Sims in the game, as it looks like Tom Thibodeau's kind of proverbially waving the white flag.
His mother's at the game, they say. He's from that area, so Good to see him play, at least for his mama, for 3 minutes.
Tom Thibodeau's calling timeout here to empty his bench. Not really the Knicks' night tonight, Jedi.
No, it's not. It's final game of a road trip. No excuses. That's a tough one. You know, I think Vernon, you wrote it correctly. You know, was it 6 games and 9 nights, something like that? Final game. It was very impressive. Beating the Hawks, beating I know they're the lower echelon teams, but still, you know, the Hawks. Then you had the Hornets. You know, you had it on back-to-back nights. It was really Washington Wizards. Very impressive road. I know that you would have loved to have gotten the trifecta, or at least here go home with a victory against these tough Minnesota Timberwolves. They're just a better team right now. The way they move the basketball again. I was gonna say football. Move the basketball, hitting the threes. The whole team. It was a whole collective effort. And then in that third quarter, Edwards just took over. You know, he was not going to be denied. Phenomenal, set the tone in that third quarter, and they didn't look back. The Knicks couldn't answer there, and that's what a superstar does. Just takes over a game. And not that the Knicks didn't have anything to answer. They just didn't have they just quickly shots in and out. You know, that second half, that rim was just, and it's not an excuse. They just didn't hit their shots.
It's not an excuse. It's just not our night.
Yeah, it's just
some nights you have it, some nights you don't. And tonight it just wasn't the Knicks' night. I'm watching this game, and did the Knicks play dumb at any point? No,
they just didn't have it.
Did they take bad shots at any point? No. Did they play frustrating style of basketball at any point? No. It was just the Timberwolves. They came out. I'll say this: they were way more physical than the Knicks were.
I don't know about Tibbs learning his sub patterns. I still think he's still stuck on his ways, because you saw when they were struggling to score, he still waited for the 3-minute mark to bring DiVincenzo in, which I think he should have just brought him in a little earlier. He's still stuck with that old 3 minutes. He's gonna make that sub there, and then that Obi Toppin sub, and you gotta change that mindset. Got to take the temperature of the game a little bit more, especially when you got some good shooters. And when Quentin Grimes, I know he's better defensively, maybe than DiVincenzo, maybe, but Grimes is coming off a wrist injury. I think he stood with Grimes a little too much on the floor where DiVincenzo was hot. If you want to criticize, but it just wasn't that one of those days.
I mean, but DiVincenzo relatively, I don't think the team was hot at all, period, from hitting the three or at all. Like, it just, there was no rhythm for hitting the three, so tonight wasn't your night from behind the arc. And by the time the Knicks realized that they have to drive the paint and try and draw fouls and everything, it was at a point where that's what the Wolves were happy to do and let be done for a while. So once again, for me, this isn't a bad loss or anything. This isn't one of those losses where I can say, similar to that first matchup against the Celtics, where you can say, oh, you see the bones of everything starting to help themselves out. It was just a night where the Knicks didn't have it tonight.
Oh my God! Luke Garza and Wally Zolbiak. That's a nightmare of eyebrows on those two.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ, Caterpillar City. Holy crap.
Jedi saying, look at all of that eyebrow.
Give me the Clippers, man. I'll fix that up.
Which Clippers you talking about? The one with the system or
no system?
Norelco.
Screw those systems. That sucks.
Just give me a Norelco, right?
But this is okay. This is a learning curve here. When they match up against certain teams, so they know where they have to adjust and look in the trading deadline if they make a move or where they play, which is a good thing.
what number game are we on right now? Game number 13?
Yeah, I think they're 8-5, 8
6 more games. You know the 20 game mark is our mark of
yeah.
Brunson drives, kick it to Jeffries. Jeffries floater, in and out. And that's just the Knicks' luck tonight.
That's it. That's how it is.
In and out. Just that every single shot has just been in and out.
Yeah, Coach Ron Jeffries in the game.
Sims with the rebound over to Archidiakono. Over to Grimes now. Grimes over to Sims. Sims gets the dunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say 231. Why is Brunson still out there? Get him off the floor. McBride should have been playing all that, and McBride is in. So my thoughts. I thought about it. And Thibodeau moved it. I'm gonna be calling it Timberwolves.
Brunson was the free throw shooter on the subs. That's why.
That's why. Okay, makes sense now. Although, is that Edwards still on the floor? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, nice basket for Sims. With his parents in attendance.
So timeout on the floor here.
Yeah, Grimes shot tonight. Ugh.
One thing I will say though is if there's anything you can criticize Thibodeau about, you could have left Grimes to come off the bench.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, just for this game, and see how Grimes plays. If Grimes starts hitting shots, then you could bring him back to the starting lineup. But
no, I would. It wasn't even for the fact of his performance. It's just that he literally had the wrist injury a couple games ago and then came back. It's one of those things where I would have let him come off the bench.
Yeah, because especially that starting lineup that you had out there, Chef, they were winning wire to wire. I mean, they were setting tones.
And I'm not saying it's not like I wouldn't even say like it's just that they were setting tones. It's just like because remember the level of competition they had is not the same as the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Correct.
What I can say is that rhythm and continuity does help out, and it looked like they just gelled sooner than with Grimes ever was on the court.
But here's one thing: you make the composition come to your level. You don't drop to your. And I know they had to raise their level here because they're a better team record wise, but you still let them come play your game. Don't adjust to them. And I think that's what Thibodeau did there with Grimes. But that's second guessing. That's classic Monday morning quarterback. Classic.
And the fans at Minnesota get free Chick-fil-A as Daquan Jeffries missed 2 free throws.
Oh, Shaquan. What a waste of a roster spot.
45 seconds left here.
Yeah, we've been saying that for a while. Darnell, they need to get taller. Well, they need to get taller, but I like what they have out there. But it's hard to find that one player that will fit without disrupting this chemistry of this team. You know, it's hard because if we had that elixir, it'd be perfect. A tall guy who could rebound, who could score and handle the basketball and defend. I mean, good luck trying to find that. Everyone wants that same guy. It's tough though.
I am going to say something a little controversial. I disagree with both of you guys. I think you can win being small.
All right. I mean,
I think when you look at it, like the biggest person on the Denver Nuggets is Jokic, but then after that, they were pretty small when they ran through. The Miami Heat, they were smaller than us
Chef,
when they faced us last
don't
year.
forget they have Aaron Gordon, who's 6'10".
There's that, but
they have height.
In certain spots here and there, yeah. But then AG's was coming off of their bench for them, I believe, right? Or was he their starter?
Murray is also like 6'7". I mean,
No.
Porter 6'10". Yeah, Michael Porter's like.
Porter's not a defensive. Porter's not a defensive guy. He's not the guy that you're looking to.
No, I'm not talking about, but the height though. You can't teach the height at 6'10". You could get the rebound. You could get those extra. You know, they had height. They had height, Chef. You still need a little You need balance. That's what it is.
Yeah, I disagree with that though. I think you could still. I think you could still win being small as long as you're playing the right way.
I mean, the one team you could say that, but they have Hall of Famers. It's the Golden State Warriors. They really don't have that much height disparity. They don't really have, Hey, Charlie, what's going on? Charlie is a Minnesota fan. Salute to Charlie, man. Haven't seen you in a while, Charlie. Hope you're doing well. Yes, your Timberwolves are legit. And also I want to say here, the Timberwolves, with their shooting and the way they're playing, they are legit. But with the Timberwolves, it's about your health, and can Gobert, Towns, and Edwards be happy with the minutes and so forth. And then do they willing to take a second fiddle with Naz Reid, who's been coming alive? I think he was their second leading scorer on the team. Can they check their egos? I think Finch is going to get them to play well. I think Minnesota is going to be it's going to be a problem all season in the West.
We shall see. I think the thing with Gobert is, as good as he starts the season, is slowly but surely, not just due to the wear and tear of the season, but teams start to figure him out. I think somewhere along the way it's gonna wear off, because Gobert's always had these really high highs, but then somewhere along the middle of the season, towards the end of the season, when teams start to get comfortable, especially the shooters, they get comfortable with their mid-range shot and they start to pull him out of the painted area. That's when things start to get difficult. So it's good right now, but I think we should see by game 30, 35 to 40 how the Minnesota Timberwolves are looking. All in all, it's a great start for them.
I'm impressed with them. I mean, they're defending home court. Maybe they're just a team that plays extremely well at home, and maybe there's something different on the road. Who knows? The West is grueling. That's a tough task. We'll find out when we see them at Madison Square Garden. If they do this type of maneuver at Madison Square Garden, then I'll be impressed. If they win a game where it's like under 7 points or whatever, if it's or a tough 1 possession, 2 possession game, then all right. But Minnesota, Well, we'll see them soon. We'll see them at the Garden. We'll see what they're available, what they are about on the road. And it's early too. Like you said, it could be early. Inspiration, catching teams on with no event scouting on the way they played, and so right now, take advantage. Don't apologize for winning games early. I told you that. I told you that. I tell that all the time. For teams that win, don't apologize. Rack it up. Rack up the wins, man. So it's good that the Knicks gonna get a break. The Knicks need a break. They've been playing a couple back to backs. They've been impressive, beating the teams that you're supposed to beat. Now Friday night you got the Miami Heat in the in-season tournament game at Madison Square Garden. That's the first in-season tournament. So that Garden, I can't wait what the Garden floor is gonna look like, and that's gonna look bonkers. That's gonna look phenomenal on Black Friday, and we'll be back there. So guys, everyone at the Knicks broadcast, you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. We're thankful. We're thankful for you guys coming on and watching along and being with us and supporting us. We're very thankful. From me to Chef Dan, we thank you guys so much there. We'll see you Friday for sure, for that, and of course we'll be doing other different watch alongs before Thanksgiving. But most of you guys I see always at the Knicks games, and appreciate it. So I wanted to thank you and wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Chef, close it off and we get the call, run the outro.
Tough loss, but on a 5-game road trip, Knicks end up 3-2. That's the big thing you want to see there. 2 losses against top teams, but Knicks are still figuring themselves out, as all teams are. Hopefully, the good play extends itself, and Knicks continue to find ways to get better victories. But all in all, they're still, even in this loss, they played very well, very good, cohesive basketball. Shots just didn't fall. So keep that going, and have a happy Thanksgiving to everyone that joined us in the chat. Every single real Knicks fan, even the guy that didn't like our music.
Go watch Chat Sports. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Peace out.